You work hard. And when you leave for a vacation, the last thing you want is to be woken up at 8 a.m. by cleaning staff or to wait 30 minutes in line to check in, all while playing the game of what floor is it on when trying to locate breakfast. For as much as you're paying, your vacation should be as stress-free as possible. And as I was leaving for a weekend getaway to Toronto, I thought to myself, there should be an app for that. Welcome back to episode 3 of There Should Be an App for That, where I go through the branding and design process of creating apps for things that irritate me. Previously, I have created apps for coffee ordering and meal prep solutions. And now I'm back, taking on the entire hospitality industry. Before I dive into this app and design tutorial, I want to say, hi, my name is Jen. I am a product designer who talks about all things design from career to lifestyle. If you are interested in any of these topics, comment the favorite place that you've ever traveled, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Part 1, generate my app. The fun of these app designs, other than being able to vent my frustrations publicly, is using a generator to choose my logo, my color palette, and my typeface. Starting with my color palette, I ended up with a feminine combination of pinks and purples. When I think of this palette, my mind immediately goes towards flowers, nature, wine, and rosé. To make my app name more custom, I'm really leaning into the softer sounding names, while simultaneously ignoring all of the terrible ones. Would you stay at Panic, Accommodations, or hotelapp? I think not. I put 9 decent options into a generator, spun the wheel of design, and I got Mirabelle. Mirabella. I love this name. It means wonderful in Latin. For the logo designs, I'm leaning into that feminine boutique hotel energy. I picked a selection of logo options from Canva and gave each one a number to put into the wheel of design fortune. I got a very artistic logo that I wouldn't naturally pick for a hotel. I like it, and I'm liking it more as I'm pairing it with the color palette. For my typeface, I'll use the font that's on the Canva logo, which is either pronounced Garrett or Garot. I don't know, but I like how it looks. This is by far my best branding kit that's been generated. Part 2, understanding the problem. When you think of a hospitality app, you might think there are already so many out there, but all of them are for booking your stays. But what happens after you arrive? Why is there no digital concierge to help a guest have the best stay possible? Let's roleplay our persona. After checking into a hotel, front desk had about 30 seconds to tell me everything I needed to know. So while I get to my room, I have forgotten everything. Now I'm pulling out my phone to Google food near me and things to do. What time was checkout? Who knows? Knowing that my user is someone who is traveling in a new city, has extra money to spend on attractions, who wants to make the most out of their stay, can really help me focus on the app structure. Part 3, user experience structure. The user flow that I want to create needs to have a home page, a front desk chat, information about the amenities, a local events page, and the ability to order room service directly. To build this flow, I sketched this out on my iPad and created block screens of the app to make sure I wasn't missing any important feature. As well, I downloaded a wide array of hotel apps to see what real companies did. Hardly any of them have information about the specific hotel. The one exception is Club Med, which was one of the best days of my life. I went there a year ago to their Quebec location. I didn't even have time to rest. I was so busy doing all of their activities, which was directly on their app. Part 4, perfecting the user interface. At this point, I have finished putting together the Mirabelle brand. I have put together my feature list, I have written up my user flow, so the last thing to do is tie this all together. For this particular design, I wanted the screens to reflect a high-end boutique experience that is inspired by feminine design. I wanted to use high-quality images in soft gradients to contrast the dark theme in the square button style. At this stage, you should be using your sketches as a reference point and building your designs on top of that. After hours of design work that I have sped up to make this video a lot more interesting, you're welcome. My fictional digital hotel concierge service is ready to be used. Welcome to the Mirabelle Boutique app. Thank you so much for entertaining my hotel app redesign project. Would you use an app like this while staying at a hotel? Let me know your thoughts, comment them below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back next week with another episode of There Should Be an App for That. So stay tuned to find out what irritates me next.